Yeah, so I think for me, it goes back to just kind of my upbringing. I grew up in San Antonio. I had a family who was, pretty involved in the community. I mean, we were involved with a church. My parents did things at the schools that we attended. Um, just kind of developed a sense of place and belonging in a community, in a neighborhood. And I think that's something that has remained a big part of me. For many years, I had this sense that, I might want to try to do something where I got to work on, challenges at a community level, not just sort of, focused on, these many affordable housing communities, but our larger community. And I saw working in philanthropy, particularly with a foundation like St. David's Foundation, as a great opportunity to do that. St. David's Foundation is kind of unique in a couple of ways. One, we're a foundation, but we have an active partnership with St. David's Healthcare. So, we get to reinvest proceeds from the hospital system back into the community. The foundation is also kind of unique in that, in addition to doing grant making, we also run these direct service programs. I mean, you mentioned the mobile dental program, which is the largest in the country, serving kids at Title I schools. We also have the Neocasoric Scholarship Program for high school seniors who want to pursue careers in healthcare. And so, doing both grant making programs, playing this convener role, there's just so much good that the foundation can do. And I just feel so lucky to get to be a part of that. That requires, trying to bring, new voices and perspectives into the conversation. It requires, helping to build trust. I mean, that's something that, has some particular meanings, I think, for philanthropy. I mean, we have the opportunity to demonstrate trust in communities, in grantees, in partners, and I think trust is such an important thing right now for us as a society, as a larger community, that I think it's really important that in philanthropy we make that a priority. It's hard not to notice that, in philanthropy, we as a field, at least as far as, what I've experienced, we're not as representative of the communities that we serve, right? And I mean, to be honest, I mean, this is a challenge even within the nonprofit world too. I mean, I was, I attended lots of meetings in my prior role, representing an organization where, we were talking about issues that really were impacting, communities of color in really big ways, but the people who were in those conversations weren't very representative of those communities. And, and so notice that in that situation. And I mean, that's true for philanthropy in many ways too. So, I think we do have a responsibility to figure out how to incorporate more of those voices. I always love to, try to focus on the positive. And, while we have these enormous challenges, no doubt, we also have some great solutions. I mean, many of the challenges that we face, we actually know how to solve or how to address. I mean, thinking specifically about homelessness, we have great models and, permanent supportive housing and other things that we know can work. It's just about getting the resources to the right places, getting the right people in the room. We can solve these things. I know that it's easy to sometimes get discouraged or become jaded. It's so important to fight through that and stay focused on positives and solutions.